Hey guys, here I am. It's weigh-in day. Well, it was yesterday. I'm actually running a little bit late with my vlog. I'm going to give you a quick update on my weigh-in. I am quite happy. I lost almost a kilo, so about 2 pounds. And I've got to tell you, I have been craving crap food. So this is what I did. I decided to just modify. So, for example, like I really wanted chocolate for a few days there in the first week. I was really craving chocolate, so I just decided to make my own chocolate recipes. So I found this amazing chocolate mud cake, which I modified to make it lower in calories, and I also found a delicious keto chocolate sauce, which I also modified. I took a lot of the fat out of it so that it's lower in calories as well, because at my age, in your 40s, you don't have the metabolism that you used to have, and I'm not exercising yet, so I can't justify having tons and tons of calories if I'm not getting off my ass to burn them off. So anyway, I've been eating that chocolate mud cake a couple of times. I've had it for breakfast, but it's so huge. Seriously, you can have half of it for one meal and then half of it later for dessert or for another meal. And the sauce, I tell you what, that has become my new favorite thing of all time. That chocolate sauce is so rich and creamy and smooth and delicious. So anyway, I've put those two on the website for you so you can have a look at those recipes, and feel free to do a recipe makeover yourself to fit your needs. One of the biggest problems I had was social events all weekend, and I knew this was going to be difficult. But so, all right, full confession, right? Friday night we went to see some friends. Everybody was drinking after work and whatnot, and I did have two full sugar cruises. Only two though, because I was driving, so that sort of saved me. And to be honest, it wasn't until I got through the second one that I realized, holy shit, these have got sugar and I shouldn't be having them. But anyway, I can forgive myself for that. And then on Saturday, we went to see some friends, and it was a bit of a gathering, and everybody else got pizza. But on Saturday, I was more prepared. So it was a lunchtime meeting, and I had myself a protein shake with some psyllium husk in it before I left, so that I'd be really full. That way I wouldn't be hungry and faced with a lot of, junk food. So I had my protein shake, and then when I got there, I did pretty well. Everybody else had pizza and desserts and everything. I had one slice of pizza. I did not have any sugary drinks. Instead, I drank Diet Coke, and I had one little slice of Hershey cookie. It comes from Pizza Hut, their Hershey cookie thing. It was delicious too. But anyway, I was really proud of myself for getting through that with not having just joined in and said, oh, well, everybody else is doing it, whatever. Anyway, so that was good. And then on Sunday, that was the hardest. We had a family gathering, and my husband's mum, bless her, is Maltese. And in their family, when you have a gathering, there is enough food to feed an army. And she also likes to give me wine all the time. So I ended up watering down my wine with soda water. So I was just having, like maybe 2 tablespoons of wine in a glass of soda water. So that helped a little bit. So instead of drinking a bottle like I normally would with her, I only had about, I don't know, maybe less than a quarter of a bottle. This is life. You've got to live life. And in spite of the weekend, I managed to still lose 2 pounds, so I'm happy with that. And without exercising too, I might add. I really, on Monday morning, after that weekend, on Monday morning when I got on the scale, I was thinking, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know if I've lost anything, but I had, so that's good. I've been having fibrous foods, like real food full of fiber. Anything I cook, I'm adding fiber to it. So, you know how I said I was craving crap food, right? I really wanted nachos, and really for the chips, like I really love nachos with all the trimmings. So I decided to make some chili beef for myself. I make it with lean ground beef, and what I do is I do half vegetables. So I steam up mixed vegetables like greens, broccoli, whatever, beans, and then I mush them so that they're more like a sauce than whole food. I put that in with the ground beef and then slow cook it with lots and lots of chili and chopped onion and all that sort of stuff. And then after it's cooked, it's a really spicy ground beef dish, and you would never know that it's half vegetable, but it is. So that's how I'm getting my veggies in. And instead of chips, like Doritos, which I would normally have, I found this amazing recipe. And again, I took the oil out of the recipe. So all it is almond flour and chia seeds and water. And you can make the best tortilla chips out of it, and they are actually better the next day. They're really filling because it's almond meal, so it's full of fiber and it's heavy food, you know, and your gut recognizes that you're full, so you can't have much of it. So that's what I've been doing for my nachos. And that's what I'll do with any junk food cravings I have. I think what I'll do is find a substitute that I don't need to feel guilty about, and that way I can have my cake and eat it too. The one thing I do need to say though is I'm not eating snacks all day long. If I'm having these, you know, junk food type things, I am having them as a meal, because I'm sticking to the eat when I'm hungry, eat a meal, stop when I'm satisfied whole thing. I really believe that that is the best way for me to lose weight and manage my weight long term. That's how I did it before. So anyway, moving on. Next week, I am going to start exercising. So I've got a few days to organize myself. I do actually have a treadmill, which is a really good treadmill. It's old, but it's really good. It's, you know, does incline automatically and all that sort of stuff. So I will start off by walking on the treadmill, or I might get out in this sunshine. The Sydney sun at this time of year is amazing. It's really cold inside, but out in the sun it's beautiful. So I might make an effort to get out into the sun and go for a walk every day. But either way, I need to get moving, because with the first week of weight loss, some of that will have been water weight, although I'm not sure, because you know, my gut is so full of fiber right now. My intestines are trying to come into balance and regulate. So even though I am full of fiber, it might be weighing me down a little bit. So anyway, next week I'll be working out, and hopefully my gut will be back to normal. And the other thing I'm going to start doing as well is I'm going to start doing my green drink. So what I used to do is I make this green drink out of, what do you call them? Cucumbers, spinach, celery, and any other green stuff. And then I also put in lemons and limes, lemons or limes. It depends on what I've got on hand. So anyway, I put all of that into a high-powered blender, blend the bejesus out of it, and add water to it so that it thins it out a little bit. And you basically get a whole food drink that is a glass of vegetables, but it's a juice. And because of the lemon or lime, and you can add other things too, like cinnamon or whatever, and it tastes really nice. It's really refreshing, and most importantly, it's really filling. So what I used to do was have that before my first meal every day, and I just thought of it as my medicine. And so I'm going to start doing that again, because it's full of minerals, it's full of fiber, it's, you know, all the phytonutrients in it that we need. And I am not really a lover of vegetables. Every now and then I might have a salad, but it's not often. So that's why I hide my vegetables in meat dishes. And if I now have this juice every day, at least I'll be having vegetables every single day. So I'm going to start doing that as well, and that will help to lower my calorie intake, because it does fill you up so much with goodness that once you've had it, you really can't have a normal full meal like you normally would. It's half. You'd only eat half as much as normal. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next week, and I will give you an update towards the end of the week. Here we are, into week 2.